Hello, hello, and welcome to another session of the Shadow Guardians. It has been a hot minute since we have been back, but no more. We will be back a little bit more regularly now, or at least hopefully. This is going to be a rather brief part one ish session. It's going to be split in a couple parts because of some time, but outside of that, we will try to give a quick recap of things and get things going on here. Though we do have a little bit of a special discussion start after the intro. But give me one moment, as for some reason the music's not playing. Um, there we go. Should be just making sure in OBS it's picking up. Oh no. Oh no, it's happening. It sounds. I'm just gonna ignore it. It's fine. Um, One sec. Pepper, say something real quick.
Yes. Hello.
Okay, there is a little bit of glitching happening. I don't exactly know why, but it's fine. We're gonna just go with it. Hopefully, it doesn't get picked up in call or in post. So yes, welcome to Dreamforge. This is the Shadow Guardians campaign, or at least yes, they're part two. I guess their prologue here. If you are not aware, Dreamforge is a in-development tabletop role-playing project. It is a sci-fi fantasy-based game that uses a D20 system and has a bunch of little fun bells and whistles that allow you to have a bit more of a reactive kind of play style to it and a lot more customization to your characters, builds, and your experience. That being said, we're going to go ahead and get into what's happened so far, at least in the last session. For those that are watching, this is a bit far into their campaign here, so you might want to watch the several episodes before this one to kind of get more immediately caught up. But if not, in general, Shadow Guardians is a special operations unit that's part of the Guild Union, a major faction in the world of Drakkar here. Their group has been combating, or sorry, been combatants, there we go, in a war that's been a little small skirmish, or I guess I would say war at this point, that's been going on for the last few months between the Memorems, the Consortium, Noblesse, and even the Auroch Bane, slightly. Though more directly with a group of, we'll say, militiamen that have been formed as under the guise of the name of oh my god, I must mess up the name. The Memorem Retribution. They have formed due to the pain, suffering, and vengeance they seek from what the Consortium and other nations did to them. Honestly, not just because or from the Rising War, but historically. Um, that hatred having left to fester without an outlet has now bore its ugly head in a very dangerous and unfortunate way. And the party is trying to do what they can, along with the Memorians and others, to hopefully reach it to a swift end before things go a little out of control. Hint, hint, but yes, immediately, I should say, the group has completed several operations. This is, I believe, Operation 10, Operation Jailbreak. The overarching operation here is to raid a prison site or a black site that prison camp that is a black site that Retribution has been holding on to for some time, assumedly even before the war actually started. And they have been using people that they have captured, both prisoner of war and also potentially civilians from certain nations, for various experiments. It's not exactly fully clear, but it might have something to do with the special technology that they are using in their machines. This focus system that allows their units to get a little bit more of an edge in certain types of combat. Not a lot is known about this focus system, though the party has discovered some key things just from their engagements with it and their recent fights. But past that, hopefully this will be able to shed more light, and also, we'll see what the Retribution has been really up to with this whole focus system thing. in general, their party, or I should say specifically, their party is going to be doing or is getting ready to act as part of the Path C of this operation, where they are not necessarily going to be the mainline force that's attacking the front of the fortress. Instead, they're kind of going along the back here to where most of the vessels and specifically the armored knights launch from. Their plan is the plan is for them to strike quickly, either by sneaking or by just brute forcing it. They've decided to kind of at least try sneaking initially into this main launching area, getting to the overseeing operation area at the top of this kind of mountainside where the launch bay has been built into, the hangar's been built into, and sealing all the bay doors, as well as kind of taking over the immediate defenses and causing a whole bunch of ruckus across this portion of the facility. This is in hopes that this will cause the enemy to be in disarray enough that they can basically waltz on through to the command center to complete the main objective of this place, which is to, of course, secure it and then force a retreat and surrender from the forces around from the retribution. As the goal is trying to spill as little blood as possible. But obviously the party will have to do what they have to as things arise, situations increase in severity. What's that sound? One moment. After that sound. Excuse me. Go back. I apologize. That was I heard a sound. I thought someone needed to get into the room. That was simply the cat, who does not need to be into the room. Meow. I want to figure out why. One sec. What if I stop this? All right, say something.
Hello.
That is peculiar. So, real quick, gonna pause recording for just a moment. Weirdest thing in the world, but it's been fixed. All right, we're back. We are back. Also, I think the slideshow broke. As we were, the party is on its way effectively to the combat zone at this point, the island where the black site is. However, there is still some, we'll say, disagreements, it seems like, amongst the party, as everyone is kind of in the, I guess we'll call it like the waiting room at the moment before. There are people that are in the hangar for the that are like getting ready to leave, that are like making sure everyone's machines and equipment and stuff is ready before they launch, because you guys are basically gonna land, drop everyone off, and then the ship's gonna kind of buzz around and just keep a sight of things and coordinate people. Like basically keep comms between you and the rest of the operation. That being said, as Kaya is currently, Kaya has given Latricia and, well, the two commanders their marching orders for the moment. And in that case, that would be Apani and Latricia. You guys are just basically to figure out what teams are well, there's two teams, I should say. There's the armored team or mechanized team, and then there is the on the ground team. Both groups will be in the same area, but the mechanized team is effectively to act as a diversion should things go south. So they're basically on standby until the people inside, direct or demand that they need assistance, like either to somehow rush in and do what they can in the hangar, or to cause the commotion outside as a diversion. Latricia is kind of leading that group specifically. She will be in Nameless, as has been discussed. Apani will be leading the group on the ground and to the stealth portion to get into the facility. You've identified a couple of areas of entry. We'll get into those in a moment. But the main thing is that two people wish to be on the infantry team, if you will, the insertion team. Namely, Titus. I guess ask is not the right term. Titus has just said he will be on the infantry team, and Brew is asking to be on the infantry team, at least initially. This is only qualifying for the first part, as the second part will probably have more people going in the facility, but still. And it seems like there are minor disagreements. As would you like to repeat what you told me, Imiko, as both of them say these things?
Yeah, I think Imiko would deny Brew's initial uh, joining of the infantry and just saying like he's been too reckless ever since like the last few jobs they've been on, especially the last one with like the unknown mech. After they were done fighting with the
We were
what
kind
was
of.
his name again? What
Oh,
was his name again?
are you talking about the not Tahari? What was his name? The other no, the other like
The one
family
guy that
dude.
got turned into spaghetti.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got his brain fried a bit. Oh my god.
Isaiah?
Yeah, Isaiah. Thank you.
yeah.
That was why I was thinking T. Touring top. Yes, Isaiah Touring top. Yes. And the unit you were fighting was was called the Crew. It was an MA unit, monster armor.
Alright.
But yes, Brew will kind of look over and he's like, he says, he says, well, that is true that it was a, we'll say, undisclosed launching, not exactly as disclosed as I would have preferred. I still had all of my mental fortitude, and I was able to assist all of you in that battle. Not to mention, you
Himiko's
were the
brow
one.
would like Himiko's brow would like furrow and say, and yet you never like mention this to anyone higher up than you, and you decided to do that. What happened? What? Go ahead.
Gwendolyn will hold up a hand and say,
What?
technically he did. I informed Kaya a little bit later, but yes.
Yeah,
A
Himiko
little
was
bit
like,
later,
what?
it was breakfast.
Himiko would like sputter, like, why would you do that, Gwen?
Because she actually, you know what? Because I do actually note this from their player. They wanted to say some things. I have a couple of notes, but this isn't going to be exactly in the words that they would have probably said, but I'm going to express as best as I can based on the notes they gave me. Brew is a member of this team. He should be able to act like it. He always feels like he's walking on eggshells, and nobody... Brew wanted to do something to help. He hasn't been able to do so in a bit, especially due to his injuries. And admittedly, his mental state, at least previously. He is a lot better now and capable, as you can see in the previous combat.
Yeah, capable, but still, and when you look to Gwen like with a questioning glare, is he fit for combat? Is he fit for
He's
And he
passed all of
and he
his
points it
medical
out head.
exams. She would just say, he's passed all of his medical exams, if that's what you're wondering. You can even check it with Kaya as well. She looks a bit more sternly at you.
Yeah, she's gotta return the glare back. Could she make a mood check on like whether or not she's just saying
If
it
she's
because
saying
she likes Gwen, she likes Brew.
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll a check. Would Apani want to as well? I can roll for them.
Yes, Apani would.
Okay.
Also, by the way,
is the
above
dice?
what?
Yes.
Above what? How am I coming out exactly?
Oh, you're
my
coming out
God.
perfectly fine. Ignore that.
It's very clear.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're not skipping or anything. All right.
Oh, you mean like it's this?
Yeah, it's not doing that.
Yes.
Yes, it's not doing that. You're coming out very clear. I might actually have to adjust your volume. You don't need to worry about it. It's on my side. But for
Yeah,
now,
you can actually turn up the volume now. Now you can actually hear me.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, let's just say, Apani, you roll a 2. But let's see, Imako. All right. As far as Imako and Apani are concerned, you are detecting that she is being forthright. Her posture, while stern and definitely a bit more like, I guess energized is maybe the word I'd use. She is not acting like she doesn't seem like she's acting out of turn without without merit. She seems like she's just emphatically trying to get you all to acknowledge Brew. And I think even she would probably say is I just want you all to acknowledge him, especially after everything.
Yeah, at that, Yuka would probably briefly turn up her nose and in a sneer before sign and just looking back to Brew and say, Are you sure you're ready for this?
Brew would just kind of think. He would like look. He would think for a moment. You see him kind of close his eyes, take a deep breath, and then he will look at you in a very like formal posture, and hands behind his kind of back, and just say, "You can trust me. I mean it. I am fine."
Words mean other things. Actions means now. So either you buck up now and stick with the squad, or not. So be sure, be ready.
He kind of says, no, it would be Brew. Normal Brew would say this. He's like, fair. That being said, as I recall in the last operation, you had your own form of, we'll say, outburst, if I recall correctly, Imiko.
Yeah, at that, you can clearly see Imiko from her like fur. She'd be blushing like, no, it's like a tactical like tantrum, you know.
Did Apani say true, or did you say brew? I didn't hear you.
Apani said brew, and also,
okay.
I think Apani would psychically communicate with Imiko and say, and like laugh in Imiko's head and say, not tactical tantrum.
Yeah, as she says this, she would like slowly raise her hand and flip the bird to like Apani.
Brew,
as she's like uttering
kind
and
of
blushing.
chuckle smirks, but he does fix his posture when Apani says brew. But he does kind of chuckle smirk when he goes. But yeah, that's all I'll say. So, so Gwen will just say so. Is he alarmed?
Yeah, boss. Is she allowed? She looks back to Apani with a questioning like look.
But if you see a certain person, you are not allowed to act recklessly, and you must communicate before you do anything.
He will sit sternly and say, yes, ma'am. And he will, he'll just basically affirm that.
Can I make another mood check
just to make sure? Feel free to make a mood check. Apani, would you want to as well?
Just to make sure he's not.
Yeah, Apani does as well.
All right, much better this time, Apani.
Gotcha. Oh, much better.
Yeah, much better. He seems to be very affirmative. He's not. You don't think he's really misleading or trying to mislead. He is as sure of himself and his ability to do this as you are asking of him. He does not.
Yeah.
He is not trying to be. I'll put it this way: regardless of if he would or not, he is not actively lying about it, or at least he is not misleading himself or you to think otherwise. He seems to be very forthright.
Yeah, Yumiko would look at him look him up and down, gazing him at the bed before looking to Apani silently, and I think once Apani would look at him, I think they would both nod. Would that be correct to Apani?
Yeah, Apani would nod back.
Alright, I guess you should probably go get yourself ready for the infantry. And also, be sure to keep an eye on Titus.
Titus kind of Titus, who was already kind of walking out, kind of stops. He's like, what's that supposed to mean?
You know exactly what that means.
Yumiko would give Titus a knowing smirk. You know what I mean?
And kind of looks over. He's like, well, I'm more important. He's like, I'm more, or not important. Sorry, I'm more interested in getting this thing done. He wouldn't say that was the not a Freudian slip. That was a misspeak. I'm sorry, that was a misspeak.
No, I think that would be in character for Titus.
No. He would not say I'm more important. It would make more sense for him to say, I'm my interest in getting the mission done. That's what I was going to say. I don't know why I said more important. Or it would be it's more important to get the main mission done. I don't know why we're all sitting here.
As you can see, Titus boy, we're all standing.
I don't know why you're acting on your own.
He kind of looks over at you, Apani, and says, Is this about things before, or is this about now? Because right now I'm acting with the team. As you say.
Mood check.
Double mood check.
Alright. He would just say, I'm not asking you to trust me. I'm just saying that he says, our goals are aligned here. I don't want the retribution doing the stuff to people too.
And also, you also want to prevent your previous team and also girlfriend to prevent them from like taking over the continent, perhaps. You know?
You might not believe me, but things are a bit more complicated.
Yeah, I don't believe you one bit, actually.
I don't know why I'm even explaining this to you. It doesn't matter.
Well, you
Trust
should.
is earned.
You should, and also I will definitely deny you of that as well.
Trust is earned, and if you don't do anything to earn the trust back, you won't earn the trust back.
Exactly.
He like looks over at Brew a bit, and then looks back over at all of you, but doesn't say anything.
Keeping secrets never fixed problems before. Why would it fix it now?
And don't look at Brew like that. At least he's forthright. Unlike you.
Yeah. He just kind of shakes his head.
What was that 15 and 13 for, like, the mood checks?
So, his posture... I mean, his posture is how you remember, for the most part, of Titus. He's generally speaking, Titus is always very guarded and kind of just very, like, nonchalant. But, again, nonchalant but guarded. However, Imiko, when you mentioned the thing about his... Not necessarily the, like, oh, your girlfriend, but more like the team specifically, when he started talking about how it's a bit more complicated than that, there was a brief moment where Titus's kind of posture... It was stifled a bit, like his guard was a little bit shaken. Like it was a bit uncomfortable for him. But then it kind of came back after he looked over at Brew, and then like Apani and you started talking. It kind of went back to normal.
Yeah, as they were like talking, Imiko like clocked that, and he was just like smug while squinting her eyes, as she says, because once she like sees it, she would never like leave it alone.
Yes, is there something you want to say, Fox?
No, nothing that would pertain to this meeting, Devil Boy.
Look, I'm sorry about how I'm trying to get a better voice for Titus, but look, I'm sorry about how things went, alright? But that wasn't...
Yeah, Imiko would like raise up her hand and like to like shut him down. And says, like I said before, words are many things. Actions
Right.
are now.
Actions. Alright. Hear me out. Once this is all over, I'll explain some more. You don't
How
have
much
to forgive
more?
me. You don't have to act like nothing's happened. I'm not gonna act like that. That wouldn't be even fair to you. He kind of looks at everyone, none of you. But
Yeah, Imiko would like, as he's like explaining, Imiko's just got like side eye Apani.
Dorian said he saw something. No.
Why do you have to wait to say more?
I'm admittedly held back from saying some things. Not willfully, but we'll just say that... I guess that wouldn't be breaking the deal. You can always last like Shiska.
But we could just ask you now.
Yeah. If you couldn't catch what I'm saying without saying it.
I mean, like, as you know me, I am a stubborn bitch, and you know what stubborn bitches do.
He just rolls his eyes like, oh, I'll tell you later.
We'll see about that.
And he just starts to walk out. Brew kind of looks
He.
good.
Oh, go.
Just Brew was
No, go
looking
ahead.
over at him. That was all I was gonna say. Brew just kind of looks over at him a
Okay.
bit oddly.
He'll look to the team, like to Pawnee, to. Is Trish and Crow here as well?
Yes, they are.
I think she would like look to them like.
The only ones here are
and she would-
probably they're not here. I was gonna say are probably Balin, Kaya, Brishk, and yeah, no, that's probably
Yeah,
yeah.
Imiko would
They went up,
probably.
right?
Yeah, what is she up to?
Balin,
Mm-hmm.
working on your guys' shit, like your machines.
I thought she was going and working on like popping out eggs. I'm just.
They wouldn't be
That's
eggs.
crazy.
They would definitely be live bird, but also
I'm sorry, but also Imiko would probably look at to the
Balin
group and
doesn't
say,
like sitting down.
"Start."
She doesn't identify as being pregnant, even though she definitely is.
Oh. Back as before, Imiko would probably look to the team and say like thoughts.
At this point, by the way, unless anyone stops, he's just gonna leave the room with his gear and he's gonna head over to like.
Oh no, he can. No, he can leave.
Okay.
I feel like I want to ask him one more question. I'm gonna stop him.
All right.
Titus,
He'll stop
are you
as
holding back? Are you holding back because something someone in this team told you to hold back on, or because of retribution, or a third team, someone else?
Technically, he kind of like sighs and he just looks back and he's like, "I kind of already told you." He's like, "I kind of already told you who it was."
You did say Lapsus, but that doesn't mean it's everything. Could be many things. Could be multiple people.
Mainly just.
Be more direct.
But I won't lie, it does involve the retribution.
You can go now.
Can I ask something of you?
Depends. I'll let you know if I can or can't.
He like takes a deep breath. Can you? Never mind. It wasn't.
Say it.
What the fuck? What the
Titus,
fuck?
say it.
Titus, say it with your whole dick out. Come on.
He'll stop and he'll just say, "You know, this whole redemption thing is hard." Or sorry, this whole redemption thing is hard. Didn't really think I would get far in it, honestly. So, there are a lot better people than I am. They were a lot better people than I was. Can you at least give them the chance?
I already was, if I'm being completely honest. I mean, I'm trying to find a way where they can not be instantly killed and perhaps have a chance at living back in society.
By the way, the Imiko, you laughed, right? Or like kind of not laugh, but more like scoff. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like above what I'm laughing because like I'm about to say this, like Imiko's like feeling about like, can we at least not include Neil? I mean, she can be on the chopping block.
He just gave you like a
I
side
meant
eye.
unbiased for everyone.
Look, I know that you guys are gonna choose your own lives over this. So I'm not asking you to do any special charity or anything, especially not for me.
I mean, like anyone else, yeah, sure, we can probably rehabilitate them, but not that blue fuck.
Anyone who asks should have the option.
Yeah, anyone who asks, we shouldn't talk about Neil, especially when she becomes excommunicada, when she gets a bullet in the brain, you know? And she smiles innocently.
He'll look
Anyone
over
who
and he'll
asks-
say, to you specifically, Apani, He's like, good. But no matter what happens to me, make sure you remember that. And he'll
Okay.
walk out. Drew kind of squints towards his direction, you see? But he doesn't say anything. He just kind of, you can see he's just thinking about something. It's like, that one there seems like he's fixing for something done.
Probably.
When
More
does he
reckless than
never?
you.
Yeah,
He
that's
looks
true.
over. I assure you that I am a lot more capable and mentally stable than he is.
Of course.
Imako just like doesn't say it, but she like remembers like what happened on the previous missions. Yeah, sure. What do you say, buddy?
Well, in any case, I'm ready. Once we get this done, we can have a nice bath and a nice meal.
Yep.
I am curious, though. Despite my time with the Retribution, I didn't actually hear anything about these black sites. So even I'm not really sure what they're doing here. But if they
Nothing
wanted-
at all. Nothing at all. Like
He
even a
shakes his head.
glimmer.
No, he actually shakes his head like, no. Though I imagine if they wanted to keep them hidden like this, whatever they're doing must be bad enough that they wouldn't even tell most of the Retribution about it. For some reason, I have this strange, grim feeling. I'm not sure how to put it. It's like looking at a waterfall that you're approaching on a canoe, and knowing that you're about to hit the precipice. It's a hard emotion to express.
I don't think they're being honest with everyone. I mean, it's kind of obvious along with just Deer and Preach alone. I'm sure there's other things they're holding back on too.
Whatever it is, it's probably a good thing. Gianna looks at you and nods upon you. That you got that clause about the Retribution soldiers and the like being able to, well, give up and do community service and the like. Otherwise, I have a feeling the longer this war drags on, the more atrocities might be committed.
Is everything fully put into agreement?
For the most part, yes.
Just double checking.
Yep. It is, at this point, it has been agreed upon enough that, like, while there were some dissenters, enough people in the initiative have agreed. So, they are, it is going through right now.
Okay.
Congrats upon it.
Yippee!
Congrats.
Yeah, congrats. Your clause got put through. Or your clause got put through.
But it did.
Probably just in time. That's all I'm gonna say. You can find out soon. So yeah, with that out of the way, all of you, unless there's anything else you'd like to add or say or go to, you will be heading to the area.
Yeah, I think Imako will probably look the others like Trish and like Crow for their thoughts on like what transpired earlier.
Crow kind of looks over. What do you? He's like,
Hard to
you want me to say?
Well, I would like to, we would like to see what your thoughts are on the matter. She looks to the two of them.
She kind of looks over. He kind of looks over. He's like, which one?
Imako would just like smack her hand on her face, like she just drags it down her muzzle. Ugh, everything, bird brain.
Well,
You guys haven't exactly been like talkative, while we were like busy shooting the shit with them.
Well, while you were chewing out Brew and he has his Brew and Titus, me and Latricia were trying to figure out battle plans and such.
Didn't we always just like discussed over the battle plans? She looks to Apani. I thought we
Oh, did
we
we?
did.
He says
I thought we
Imako. He
did.
crosses his arms. Says Imako. Which entry is the infantry team taking?
Recollection.
haven't finished.
You may
Apani
roll.
covers their mouth.
What'd you say, Pawnee?
A pony covers their mouth.
Okay. Himiko, roll recollection. This is kind of a trick question, but if...
Yeah. Her fucking, like, whole, like, thing got guard broke right now.
Roll it up.
Yeah.
As you recall, it hasn't been decided, as far as you're aware.
Yeah, she would, like, give it a little, like, indecisive, like, expression before it, like, melts into, like, one of glaring back at Crow, like, you do know that we haven't, like, discussed anything, right? That was a trick question.
Patricia kind of claps her hands, like, you remember. And Crow's
Hey,
like,
hey.
he's like, yeah, Four Eyes did.
Like, she, like, points, she
She
points at two of them, like, oh, that's it. We're gonna do that goddamn Imiko training again after this.
Crow just says, that was the point I was making. He kind of says, Himiko. We haven't finished discussing it. Moreover, we were finished discussing it. There's 3 main routes we have to figure it out that we can probably try to enter. And he looks over, and he'll basically flash up a picture of the map. There's a route in the north. We're not aware. We're not really aware of the force's main strength, but we can wager that they're probably going to have at least maybe 5 to 7 units or armored knights. Probably a few straggling hind units as well that flying around patrolling. Most likely, they might only have 1 or 2 units out walking around. The others will be in standby. This does mean that we have a good... It does mean that they'll be in the hangar when we get in there, but if we need to add as a diversion, we can be able to pull them out pretty quickly. Though, there is another big caveat here. We have... Or he says so. He'll say, there's an entrance... there's a way we can enter from the north side. We can rappel down from a hatch that we can crawl through. Should be large enough for most of us to fit through. It's a main kind of service ventilation. Then there's an underground entrance that connects to a drawbridge that goes along the side of the mountain.
And what about the mechs? Can it be fit in there, or do we have to walk on foot?
We'll have to go on foot. The only other way that the mechs could go in is the direct hangar bay doors themselves, and let's just say I don't really think that that's going to be a easy route to take unless we just decide to smash in there immediately. Most likely the Hinds will see us as they're patrolling.
Well, as before, when have we ever picked the easier options, huh?
Well, we need to save some of our resources for when we get inside the facility proper. That being said, there is another route we could take, but it is going to be difficult. We can try to get directly under the observation area and climb the cliffside up to it. There's enough shadowed areas that we can get along there, and a little bit of an underground path we can take to get relatively close. There is one big issue, though.
And that is?
We'll be vulnerable as we're climbing, and it's a pretty steep and pretty far climb. Roughly 300 feet, give or take.
Rather not fancying myself climbing up, so any other, entryway?
That's about it. Unless you want to try jumping off directly on the hangar doors and knocking and seeing if they'll let us in.
Yeah, at that, Imiko, will generally, be silently, looking and thoughtful, and it's like,
Gwendolyn, do you have any thoughts?
Gwen kind of looks over. She kind of says, she'll just say, well, I'm not on the entry team. The only thing I'm really worried about is if things go bad, I can start blowing things up. One moment. Do this. Now, minor technical difficulty and brain difficulty. Anyway, as we were, Yes. Gwen, would you like to say anything? Or add anything? Gwen?
Gwendolyn.
You're muted.
Hello?
There you are.
Hello? Hello?
There you are. Now you can go ahead.
Yeah, no, I don't know what's going on.
Alright.
We're about to go. We chose. Remember when we voted on option C?
That was the.
Gwendolyn, you were in the
Was that
conversation.
the stealthy?
Yes,
I remember
yes,
part of it. Was that the
yes.
stealthy route?
Yeah.
Yes, you guys are sneaking into the launch bay area. There's deciding groups right now who's going into the facility, and then who is gonna stay out, and at least on the initial part or path here. And one of them is there's the mechanized group and the infantry group, or infiltrator group, I should say. The infiltrator group is supposed to get in as far as they can, as hopefully successfully just get to the observation area, take it over, lock everything down, and that will basically achieve you the result you need. Or with the mechanized group being the main, like, if things go bad, you start being a diversion, blowing things up, and you just smash your way through to the observation area. Right now, Gwen is on the mechanized group.
Yeah.
I think you need to turn up your volume, Shrimp.
Yeah, you might be a little. It was coming out.
I'm not.
There you
I'm not close to my mic.
Oh,
Oh,
I was
gotcha.
that's fine.
changing it to pants, but yeah, no, mechanized group sounds fun.
Hey,
No risk, all fun.
pretty much. I mean, I guess the risk is when like things go backwards, you have to start fighting things. But like, that's kind of you get to be in the mech, so like at least there's a level of separation between what's happening, right?
Yes. So yeah, mechanized groups definitely sounds like my cup of tea.
Yeah.
I also won't be here for very long, in case you didn't hear that.
I did not, but that's
Of
fine. I kind of
course.
figured, so it's fine. Also, it wouldn't matter because like we have a limited time today anyway. That being said, I don't know why I just drew an arrow or a bow and arrow. Besides that, so Gwendolyn had some. That was what Gwendolyn had to add. Crow, I guess Crow will still ask. So, or I guess Latricia will say. So, which way do we want to go? I'm partial to the way that's to the south here, the one with the underground. I guess the main ground path. It seems like that might be a somewhat main entryway, but at the same time,
Not only that, I would also like to get off the mech for a few minutes. Walk on land instead of the open air. So yeah.
Can I get a bomb ready?
Why would you do that, Gwen?
I mean,
Why
you
would
do
you
have
do
your
this?
missiles and stuff.
Just for us. You're always so thoughtful, Gwen.
Crow kind of looks over and he says, he looks over at Umiko, we're going to be on the ground. Yeah, that doesn't really answer Latricia's question.
Well, I'm also in agreement with also Latricia's idea of going into the sewers. So yeah. And what about you, boy? What you pick?
Yeah, no thanks. Latricia's way is not bad, but it is a main entrance. Making a thanks. The repel way, I just feel like has too many risks. We'll be easily seen, and unless there's a direct diversion, it's probably not going to go well, even if it's the most direct path. The service
And that's why
tunnels, again, it says the ventilation isn't a bad idea either, but we don't really have a full mapping of the ventilation, so we're going to have to just guesswork and go around as we need.
Yep, and just like before, and I looked to Apolly, we're gonna have to sneak in there, and if everything goes pear-shaped, and she jabs at herself, then it's time for the party to start.
Yep.
The ventilation is probably the safest, if you want, kind of as he thinks, but at the same time, if things go bad, he kind of says we won't really know where we're gonna end up until we land.
Well, I'm up for anything.
Also, I don't think. Did you hear that?
Oh no, I was talking to someone.
Yeah, I don't think you heard a bunch.
Oh, I didn't hear upon you. No.
I can hear myself on your mic.
Oh, that's what it was.
Oh boy.
I was saying that I was gonna defer it to you. I'm not exactly sure which one would work best for us, so Apani's deferring it to you.
Well, we'll go with like, sneaking into the sewers and see what happens.
It's not sewers. It's not. It's just it's just a ground path that's connected to a land bridge.
Ground path sewers.
It's
What
the
is
main,
the difference?
It's the main walking entrance, basically.
What is a walkway but not a sewer?
Exactly.
Crow just says this. This is a walkway that's not a sewer.
Yeah, but it's big, right?
That's,
It's a big way.
That has nothing to do with the
That-
fact that it's.
Do you agree with me, hon? It's big, right? It kind of smells. Kind of smells,
I
right?
mean, it's air ventilation. I guess it smells as the air ventilation.
Just like-
would.
Just like a sewer, so it's technically a sewer.
I don't know why I'm having this conversation with you. Anyway.
Yeah, every time you talk to me, I'm always winning these conversations. She says with like a sly grin.
He's
So
like,
aren't sewers underground?
wait, say it again, sorry?
Are we comparing sewers to air ventilations?
Crow kind of looks over. I guess that's what we're doing. I don't know why that's what we're doing, but that seems to be what we're doing.
Yeah, sewers are underground. Air ventilations are like not.
Sewers are waterways, not ventilation. Why am I continuing this conversation? Okay, so
Yeah,
we're going.
see. When there's an agreement,
We're going.
Apani's in
He
agreement.
kind of says, so we're going through the main path, and we're not going. So that means he says, okay. So that means we're gonna need some type of distraction at the main door.
So what's
I'm guessing-
what kind of distraction?
I'm guessing the infantry.
So he looks over. Well, if they see us, that means that the whole stealth thing is done. You know that, right?
All right, where are the infantry? And she like bonks her head gently. Oops.
Mm-hmm. He kind of says, honestly, the only thing I can really think of is just the simple. As dumb as it sounds, probably just the simple knocking and the like, or knocking and kind of weird voices and drawing them out. Then again, that probably would just make them be more alerted. Damn. He kind of thinks.
I mean, come on, like, if you hear voices in your head, I'm sure it's not the cause for concerns, you know?
It's not
What about rodents?
rodents. He looks over.
They probably don't like rodents. What if they saw a swarm of mice attracted to like cheese or bread or
Terrible idea, but where are we gonna get rodents?
it's gotta be someone. Some sort of rodent or bug-like creatures somewhere that we know.
Like around us right now?
Is it around us? Maybe through connections.
Through connections. He looks over at you, kind of just double blinking.
We know many people through different forms.
So you can, I mean, I don't know about you, but like, I don't know. I can't summon a swarm of rodents.
I wish I can.
Are there any rodent farmers we know?
Not
Oh,
on
funny
the way.
laugh.
He kind of looks over, not on the way to where we gotta go. No.
Does anyone have... Actually, let me think on that. Oh, anyone else have any ideas?
he looks over and he just says, "We are going to immediately be found, aren't we?"
Yeah, and Himiko's just gonna be. Himiko's gonna answer with like an open tooth smile. She says nothing.
He's like, "It's almost making me wish I didn't even care about the whole stealth portion of this mission, but that's all right."
Coming to my way.
Something as a distraction. There are plenty of things that could be used as distractions that wouldn't make
And it says, "Well, technically, all we really need to do is just get them away from the main door. Once they're away from the main door, we can just get through fine."
What about a smell? An odor of sorts? Does anyone know where we could purchase like a stink bomb or something?
Bruce like, "What? Actually, there might be. Not really a stink bomb, but there's the garbage and some of the rot and some food that went bad a while ago. I could whip something up. I'm not really sure it would really... I don't know if it'll draw them away, but I can make it pop. And it will definitely start stinking up a little bit of an egg.
It works. We just have to hold our noses.
The only thing is we'll have to put it down wherever we want to draw them, so it works. Then I can probably add some little IED to it. Then after a certain amount of time it pops. If it works, it draws them away, then we walk right in.
Or you could start an office fire.
We'd have to be in the office
I like
to do
that.
that.
I like that idea.
I'm thinking, maybe like put the IED inside of the trash bag and make sure it completely like gets rid of itself so they don't know. So they just think it's like exploding trash bag because of all the gas that built up or something.
So that, you guys, says I can do something like that. Just give me 15 minutes or so. I'll just
You got
attach one of...
16, and no more.
He just nods slowly at you and just continues slowly until he'll walk out of the room. We're gonna say,
No.
So
go ahead.
we're gonna try. He's like, so we're trying to do a diversion with a weird smell, or a bad smell. We're still entering the main entrance. He kind of says, I guess that solves that portion, but there is still another thing. Once we're in there, navigation north, he kind of says. He is going to, I don't think you guys are on the page, so I will bring you there. Make sure everything's working. This all looks very different. They've changed the UI again. How wonderful. Alright. Let me drag you all right there. Alright. Can you see the page? Probably not, right? Allow me to fix that.
Why is there dick and balls? Why is there blueprint of dick and balls on my screen?
What are
Yeah,
you
why is
talking
it dick and
about?
balls? Why is it dick and balls on my screen, man?
Gwendolyn, thank you for trying out for the latest rocket egg program for the guild.
Yeah,
Just
thank
saying.
you. Thank you for participating in the Bad Dragon event.
Why
This
are you?
blueprint
Where
is
are you
giving
seeing
off
it?
dick and balls.
Where are you seeing dick and balls? Like, I gotta know. What are you saying that I'm not?
You don't see the blue outline?
The blue outline.
This is the dick right here. These are
think I
the
know what you mean.
balls. Dick and balls.
I mean, I see you having drawn a blue. I've seen you drawing it. Wait.
Here.
Mm.
I'll screenshot. I'm gonna
Oh, that's interesting. So you can see that. Like, wow, you can do a lot more clear on that version. Yeah, you're seeing what's in the foreground. How do I?
Put it.
It does kind of look.
I kind of see. I don't think it looks like a dick and balls, but I do see
I'm
like
putting
the
in chat.
shape. I can see
Putting in
what
chat.
you're
It's in
seeing.
chat right now.
I can see what you're seeing. Yes, I see that image, but it is not it. To me, that still does not look like a dick and balls. I think you got penis on the mind, my friend.
That's
mean,
the dick and balls.
Himiko always has a dick and balls on mind.
That's fair, but Gwen definitely does right now. Let me get Crow and Titus. Wait. Whoops, I put you guys on the foreground layer. Let me put you on the token layer.
On the foreskin layer.
Why?
Why? Just why?
No, I think you should go and just put us on the shaft, you know?
I'm going to make all of you part of the rocketry program.
Well, at least put us up at the tip, you know?
Did I say rocketry? I meant missile program.
Don't worry, I'm sure nothing will be in vain.
Veins?
I'm gonna just ignore it. I'm sorry. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna ignore it.
What? No balls? No cock and balls?
That's crazy. Imiko is going to have a very unfortunate accent this session. Anyway,
Don't do that to us.
Are you getting a headache? A throbbing headache?
Gwendolyn, would you like to be first?
Why are things throbbing? I don't like that.
All right. So, can you see the
Really
map?
shafted this. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Parts of the map.
Let me see something real quick. Can you see? What are you seeing on your screen? Like, can you see the main thing I want you to be able to see is like the map's outline, like the things on the map.
The blue out.
If I move you down here, can you see the grayed out areas where you've been that you could see before? Here's a better way of doing it. Boop.
Yeah, there's fog of war.
Can you now? There's fog of war. Okay, good. Wait, why is that happening to you? You're fine. Sorry, Lewis. It's upon it. I'm sorry. It's not loading for you. Oh no, yeah, it is. I'm blind. I literally couldn't see it. Okay. There's actually an easier way for me to do this that doesn't involve you having to get all your characters, which is this. I should have did this before. I don't know why I didn't do it. Okay. Now you should be able to see...
Yep, it's good now.
Okay, cool. So even if I do... We could roll you right here. Even if I do this, all of you should still have some sight. Or not some sight. You should be able to see it grayed out.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Just making sure that everything is working like that. I just didn't load that earlier. That was my bad. I should have...
Except this area.
Where?
I don't know if there's anything like in these
yeah,
squares.
I will fix that real quick. Let's do that. Okay, there we go. Now it should be relatively seen. Visible.
Yeah.
That being said, so the area you guys, I'll focus you up. The area you guys will be entering in. This is the main entrance. It's over across a bridge or a land bridge. I guess it's a wooden bridge, but still. It connects to this main kind of rocky cliff here, where you can walk in, and that's where the main entrance is for people that are going from the inside or the outside to the end. That's where they go. The ventilation is that blue. The blue outline you see, I'm not denigrating it in that way. If I want it to look like a penis, I'll make it look like a penis. Anyway. That was the ventilation that Crow was talking about. That being said, where would you like Brew? Just click and hold. Where would you like Brew to, or sorry, Ping, basically, where you want Brew to be, to put his stuff. Because the thing is, you'll have to probably be in position to enter in after you draw them out, and Brew's gonna have to try to draw them to a certain area.
Where can we exactly put him?
Where do you want to try to draw them out to? Because like, you guys got to get basically to here. This is the observation area. This is where you're starting.
Okay, so I'm assuming that the blue outlines are the ones we're at, right?
The blue outlines, what, sorry?
The blue outlines.
Are what, sorry?
Outlines? What do you mean?
No, I mean they're outlines, but you said they're something. What did you say they were?
No, I mean, like, are we there?
The blue outlines? You're right here. You're literally at the entranceway right here. Or you'll be starting over there. You'll be getting
I
over
see.
there.
Okay, never mind.
The outlines are the ventilation shaft. I said that a couple times. There is a way to enter the ventilation shaft that is not where those blue outlines are. Basically, like right. I could actually draw. One sec. I will draw an extension to the foreground here. Give me one moment. But these ventilation shafts basically connect. I'll draw like where like they exit to, just so it's a lot more clear. They connect to the outside, basically. You can enter in. You just have to climb up a little bit, but you can climb in there and then enter the ventilations from the outside. You don't actually have to get inside the place. But either way, what are you? What like? I'm waiting for you guys. What are you? So where do you want Brew? Oh, I should also make sure everyone else can see what's on the screen as well.
I assume that he'll be opposite of us, right? In a mech or something?
Who, Brew? No, he's on the infantry team. If he's in a mech, at that point, it'd be a lot harder for them to not get spotted, because you'd be right up on the facility.
Okay, then exactly... anyone else has ideas? I don't know.
I mean, you just gotta...
Give me one sec. I couldn't see the map because I was...
That's fine. You just gotta click where you want him. Not where you want him. Where you want him to put the stuff and set up your diversion. Your initial diversion.
Yeah. I think, probably here.
You know what? Yes. This is where you're supposed to go. That's the observation area, right in this area here. And then this is where you are starting out. Well, that's it. Since you guys are deciding to go through like the main entryway, that's where you're starting.
Is there a way? Do we get to there?
Is there a way to get in there? There is several entrances to get in there. So there is an entrance here. There is an entrance from this side. There's an entrance here. Technically, there's an entrance here. And then there's also, you can wrap, where's my arrow? Where's my arrow? There it is. You can wrap all the way around and go up the stairs here. This is kind of the main lobby, this is like the main lobby area. This is like stairs that lead to the rest of the main facility. Like that's where you'll go after you finish this segment.
If it's possible, we should put a diversion here. You guys are about to see.
Where? Ah, in that section, yeah. I don't actually think I put the stuff that would be over there, but I should.
Maybe we should act like her to try to be like as stealthy as possible when putting it out and not seeing the spot.
So the other thing is, if Brew's doing that, Brew's gonna have to get into the... If you want the diversion over here, Brew's gonna have to get into the facility. You know that, right? And then, like, not get seen.
I can help him with that.
What if we...
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to help her?
Uh, how long will it take him to do that?
Maybe like if Bert can't get all the way over there, maybe try like right here.
How long will it
easier?
take him to like set everything up?
Yeah.
Not particularly long. The main thing he has everything like preset. The only thing he's got to do is just basically activate the spark timer to like light the stuff on fire, and it'll activate the mixture of like stuff and make it smell. So it'll probably be like maybe half a minute, like 30, give or take 30 seconds. It won't be that long to like fully set up.
But does he have to get to there? That's the thing.
Yes, he has to get to there.
I'm saying,
how can he get over there?
Minor invisibility on him.
But aren't you going in the mech, or are you going? Aren't you a mechanized crew? Oh, you're saying do it before. I see what you mean. Yeah.
Before you go on the mech.
Yeah, you could do that. How long does that last? Like an hour?
An hour.
Yeah.
As long as I keep concentrating on it, yeah. An hour.
Yep, you would be fine. As long as Brew doesn't do any of the conditions like attack or anything like that. The next thing is that once Brew gets there, depending on how long he sets it to activate. So like you guys, he'll tell you like over comms, he can basically make it so that it will not spark until at least probably 5 minutes. He doesn't have with the stuff he has on hand, he can't make it. He's not an explosive expert, but he could at least make this like trigger wait for 5 minutes.
We should probably try to do the longest time possible.
So 5 minutes. So that's how long he has also to get in a better, more advantageous position. This isn't a super big hangar. I mean, it is a decently sized one, but it's not a super big one. So he could probably get most places in 5 minutes, but he might not be there immediately. Like
we should probably tell him to retreat. Just like
to where? So if he's over here,
like back where we are right now.
So the best way if he's getting in the facility, his best shot is going through the vents.
Okay.
He could probably just take a straight shot through this vent, and if he keeps following it, eventually he'll get to an area where he can get out. The next thing is he's got to get out and then not get seen, which shouldn't be hard because of Gwendolyn's spell.
Wouldn't he get out and then go back through the vent?
Yes, he could. Can you read me specifically the conditions for the invisibility dropping? I just want to make sure or something real quick.
Alright, let's see. If you touch a willing creature, player becomes invisible for the duration.
Mm-hmm.
Any items or object the targeted creatures wearing or carrying becomes invisible with them as long as it remains on the target's person.
Okay.
Or picked up by them. Spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. Creatures may sense your presence if they have blind sense or true sight, or can use an active will soul sensing check against your soul save DC to attempt to track your location. Should they succeed, they become aware of your location and your invisible condition does not affect them. You may attempt to re-hide again to stealth again.
Okay. So most likely, after he deploys it, the invisibility might drop, but he'll be fine until that point.
He can drop items and his invisibility won't stop, but the item he drops will not be invisible anymore.
No, yeah, that part you're right. What I'm thinking about, so this is what I'm debating about. Is like, would it qualify as a attack or a hostile action to deploy an explosive? And I feel like it kind of would.
Putting it down, no. Activating it, yes.
Yeah, that's where I'm like, so like him doing the setup would not activate it until he finishes, basically. That's where I think like that would be.
Wait, does he need to be touching it to activate, or can he activate from a distance?
No, he's timing the activation, or he's timing the detonation, but the activation would be the moment he like sets it up and it's ready to blow. I can also roll. I don't mind. This is one I'm kind of like it's not super explicit, so I'm kind of willing to like err on the side of like him being like either way. It wouldn't drop until after he's deployed it, and it's probably like walking back to the one thing, the vent.
The vent?
It wouldn't, because it wouldn't count until it's fully finished, because he basically wouldn't have completed the attack or until like that happened. The thing about it is like, I
So does
don't.
he have 5 minutes to get back?
Yeah, well, that's until the
Oh, he
explosion
lives
happens.
invisibility?
So, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I guess explosion. It's not really it's not meant to be boom, like a super big boom. It's meant to, like, ignite the like garbagey smell, and then like probably after another 5 or so minutes, that would trail off.
Does it look like a trash bag?
He has basically stuffed a bunch of things into canisters, added a couple, we'll just say odd fluids into the mixture. It will basically ignite the fluid, and that will emit a gas. Kind of like a gas grenade.
But it's not shaped like a trash bag.
No, it's not. You can put it in a trash bag.
If he can stealthily cut some like half melted plastic.
I mean, he'll be invisible with it until he, lets it go, so it's not like they'll be seen. They might hear, like...
I mean, so if they see it, they think it's like it's going to trash.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, you could do that. You could, like, stuff it in a bag after it's ready, and then, like, just put it down. Yeah, he can do that. He'll nod, and he'll make sure he grabs it back and stuff it in.
I think that like it's stuff on like an old trash bag.
If they find it, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, sounds like you have your diversion. Once that diversion goes, you're just going, everyone rushing through the main entrance. What is your main plan? Are you just...
You should stealth like
Right.
Yeah, we're stealthing
You're
it.
still
We're
stealthing it. What is your immediate route? Are you going main lobby first over here? Are you going up the stairs?
Aren't we supposed to get here?
Yes.
Well, are we going through the vents?
I don't know. Are you? I thought you guys were going to the main. I guess you can go into the vents after you go in the main entrance too.
What does everyone think? I just...
I'll let you guys handle it. Oh, no.
Captain.
We know-
Captain.
Do we know that 100% that the distraction is going to pull all of them away, or are some people still coming over here?
Patricia will say there's a chance I could just pull the people that are in that room away, but it's better than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Hero says, do you think it's better than to put the distraction in the room we're going into then?
Nope.
No, because then they'll go in it, right?
Hero says, it's fair. If it does work too well, then it pulls them all in here. But if it doesn't work well enough, and it only
Wait,
pulls...
why would it pull them in here?
Yeah, it says, I mean, if we were to put it in this
The
room,
distraction going here?
like, if we were to put it, he kind of says, if we were to put it over near some of the crates and stuff that are probably stacked over here.
That would pull too many people in this room.
Right, if it works too well. If it doesn't work well enough, it'll just pull these guys. Or, well, I guess you don't know where they are, but it'll just pull the people in all of this room, most likely. But if it works too well in the other room, it should pull some of the people that are maybe in this room, or at least in the next main area, over. But at the same time, if it doesn't work well enough, then we won't have affected the room we're going into, nor the lobby.
That's what I was thinking. The best place is they should smell too well.
Fair, but there's not any cover in that room. Once Brew does it, I mean, it seems like he's gonna have to basically run his way to a vent, and the nearest ventilation is in the main lobby room, which is probably...
Isn't there a vent right here?
Hmm?
Oh
Oh wait, is this not a vent?
This is the vent shaft, and he could technically
It looks
enter
like a
it.
vent where he could come and go in and out through here.
Mhm.
That's why it looks like he could go in and out through here. That's what I was saying. Right
No, that's just like the path. The best thing, actually, I should. You know what I could
Where
probably
is
do?
the vent?
Let
I thought those were the vents.
it is the vent. It's like the path. Technically, you can get out that way. However, you would be cutting your way out the siding of the vent.
Wait, so where is the vent opening?
I'm about to mark them because that's actually something to note that like I don't think you guys can see.
I thought these were the vent openings. Did they look like vents?
Alright, let's see. I'm gonna make them. Oh, you know what? I just thought about something. I can make them full. There we go. Vent opening, vent opening, vent opening.
I feel like I should change the plan now because I only chose that part because I thought that was the vent opening.
Vent opening, opening, opening. Technically, there's vent openings here as well. I didn't draw the path for these, but
Wait, why would there be a vent opening outside?
that's a hatch that leads to the outside. I mean, they gotta have vents that lead outside, otherwise there's no airflow. That's the way that Brew can get in, basically. He can go in from an outside vent and get into the facility there.
I feel like I should change where he drops it then. I don't know now.
There you go. Can you all see the slightly discolored hatches, the yellow and blue, light blue?
Yeah, they're like bright green.
Perfect. Those are the actual hatches themselves. Bro would say, and what would say to you, Pawnee, technically, there is still a way he can get in through the vents on the sides here. If he wants to, he'd just have to get out of one of the vents either here or here, and then he would just have to go over there himself and walk.
That's too far, not knowing what's out there.
It is, but
how big is that vent he's referring to?
which one? The one right here?
Yeah.
It's 10 by 10. Oh, sorry, 10 by 1. I just thought about that. It'd be 10 by 5. So about 10 by 5 feet.
Could Imiko a big vent? Yeah, I think Imiko probably join with him.
Technically, someone could, but remember, he's invisible, so someone else is gonna have to make you invisible.
Anyone else have it?
Unless Gwen can make multiple people invisible.
Let me check my sheet.
Gwen? Oh, they might not be here. That or they.
Oh, my pants didn't get wet.
They didn't?
Mm.
Where are they?
Right there.
Oh, true.
Yeah, it's fine. Where is my sheet?
Also what? Okay. We'll see how much we get done. What was I asking, Gwen? I'll just check. The spell, I'm pretty sure they said was minor invisibility, right? Isn't it?
What?
Oh, you're back. How many people can you cast minor invisibility on?
Oh, Well,
Oh, we could get to fun. There's no spell information
What?
on the part sheet. There's no
terms
spell.
of the higher
What do you mean?
There's no
the
spell.
book second to additional character. Can I cast this?
Give an old sheet.
This is the sheet.
That is definitely not. It's not separating tabs.
I've never separated the sheet tabs.
The new ones are all preset separate.
I've never transferred them.
That's what I mean. There's no. He said it's a new sheet.
But this is the most recent sheet. See, there's no spell.
Well, I mean, it's the most recent sheet. Wait.
Why did that silence though?
And that's weird. You definitely did have them before. Are you
Yeah.
sure that's the most recent one?
That's it wasn't the sheet that says.
Oh, wait, no. You might pass it. I think I just saw.
Oh, yeah. Silencing village factor.
There you go.
Opponent can go invisible for stealth, but he can't make it spell.
Which isn't a bad idea, but yeah, you can. What level spells can you cast? You're what level? You're a guardian.
we're
right?
level 6, right? Yeah,
So
I'm
third
on level
level.
6.
So yeah, you could technically
level?
make 2 people invisible.
I can cast up
It'd be 20 soul charges, but you can.
Does someone else need invisibility?
Yeah, because Emiko's thinking about going with Brew. They're worried about Brew being by himself because the area they changed the area they want to put the thing because of where the vents are. But that means that if Brew does that, Brew is gonna have to walk out further without being in a vent. It's not as quick. It's not as much. They can't just pop in and out of the vent in like 5 feet. It's not like they thought. Now they know where all the vents are, so they're gonna, or the hatches are, so they're gonna have to like walk a bit back to get to the vent. So they're just keeping it in mind, and they're like, maybe we should send someone else in case something goes wrong and Brew is like noted or something.
Alright, then yeah, I can go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm alright with that.
Okay, so Brew and Emiko will go in there. So we will go ahead and get everyone started here. We don't have much longer, but I'm gonna try to get what we can done real quick. So let me see something real quick. Why are I was trying to find sound a song. I could not find it. Why in the word? Yeah, that's a word. So I'm gonna need some stealth checks from everybody.
By myself.
Yes, I can.
Nani?
Unani.
No, we're not doing it again. Shut up.
What do you mean?
We're not doing
You
this.
guys get to talk about dicks, but I can't talk about Punani.
You already had your Punani moment.
You know, someone got
Yeah.
that 20.
Yeah, I got a
But
19 and a 20.
when you say everybody, do you mean everybody, or just infiltration?
Oh,
everybody?
no, yeah, everybody. But you are gonna need to do it with your mechs because you guys are in your mechanized unit. You're not super close, but this is gonna matter because you guys can still get spotted out in the middle of nowhere.
What are my mechs that's even?
I don't know. It's on your sheet. What's your
19.
You have never vigilant, so check your mech's stealth stat. 19. All right.
Armored knight.
Yeah, armored knight. You haven't forgotten, have you?
Actually, when I click on the armored knight page, It's just blank.
Oh, this is the hero. Someone. You might need to refresh your page. This is nasty. Go away. I don't want Gemini. No. God, I hate the AI is fucking ejected and everything. Leave me alone. I don't care. Leave me alone.
The vigilance.
What'd you call it?
Isn't it vigilance?
Vigil. I did not. That's not what I heard. Anyway.
Is it ever vigilant or vigilance?
It's you want the ever vigilant. That's what your new model. That's what it's called. I also didn't hear you say the word vigilant. I heard you say something else. I was like, what? You said what? Give me one moment. I'm trying to find my Google Sheets. Here it is, comment tracker. This is what I needed. All right. So, Emiko, you got what?
19.
19. I rolled for, what was it? It was supposed to be Crow, Latricia, and I need to roll Lore. Did I roll Lore? I did not. No, I did. It was a 12. Crow. Latrish.
Also D20 plus 3.
Lore. And then what was your roll?
Oh, okay.
What'd you get, Gwen?
I got a 21.
21? Okay. Total?
21. Yeah.
Nice, nice. I think I do 23. The lore is 19, I think. That's one. She had a 12. I think it's plus 7 for her, I think. Apani. I did not roll for you yet. Oh, wait. That was who.
I thought that was the
Never mind. Apani. It wasn't a lore. It was Apani. I need to roll for a lore. Apani, what's your plus? I'm not really worried about you. What was your plus? Isn't it like a 13?
dark outside.
No, it is not. I'm just going with 13. I know it's high. I'm just going with 13. 12, so 25.
It's a 15.
The 15?
Yeah, 18.
Okay. Alright, what else? Who else is on the Mechanized, not Mechanized team, who else is on, your team? Allure. I got Brew. Oh yeah, Brew does need to make a stealth, doesn't he? Who's gonna be the one that grows low? Yep. Knew it had to happen. Brew did not roll super well.
What's his?
Those are also
what's
not
his
his
roll?
stats. God damn it.
Oh,
Brew got a 5.
that's weird.
Yeah. But he does have some pluses. So we get to there we go. Le Cursi Impendium. Impendium? No, what I was saying. Pro, I had the lore. I have Latricia. Is Alpha. I don't know why her stats are not right. Oh, that's why, because I had. Yeah. Where's Brew? Where's Brew? I don't see Brew. I'm concerned. Where's Brew? Where's Brew? Oh no, that's not good. Oh no, I don't see Brew.
Oh no, what happened?
Okay, I'm gonna just use what Brew is based on a shock and awe, isn't he? Okay. This is okay. This is okay. What is a Shakanal's? I'm just gonna give him, because I know he would have gotten. I swear that Brew had a sheet, like an actual sheet of his own, but whatever. Okay, we're gonna give him a 7. So Brew has got a 12. Emiko. What was
19.
your 19? Okay, I'm gonna separate these a little bit. Alright, is there anyone I'm forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting some people. Oh, Titus. Titus. 6, I'm pretty sure. 15. Alright, give me a second. Equals sum. Divided by. Alright, cool. I got the numbers. Cool. Gwen and Latricia are sitting pretty. Pawnee pulling up the group. Well, actually, not just a Pawnee. It's actually Pawnee, Lord, Crow pulling up the group, as opposed to Titus, who is not very much. That's okay though. So, you guys, we're gonna go a little bit. We got 10. We'll do about 10 more minutes. So. At the beginning here, we have Titus. Or not Titus. At the beginning here, we will have Brew and Emiko, who will go with the rest of the main group of infantry as you guys get nestled up close to this place. For the most part, you guys do not exhibit any. Oh well, let me backtrack a bit because I actually kind of skipped over some things, so I was trying to rush. You would have landed probably 2-ish miles. Away from the actual base here, probably towards the edge of the coast. You guys would have flown very, very close to the water as to not attract any aerial attention, and it would have been as you would have seen the main brunt of the forces begin their attack. So at this point, you know, like from what you're getting from Kai and the others and what they're relaying, the battle is basically beginning. It would have been very recently. But the battle has basically been from maybe like the last 10-ish minutes. Things are going all right on the main entryway front. They decided to not go do the secret path because just not worth the extra resources. So it's mainly just the 2 fronts you guys are heading towards. Your group is attacking one of the main launch bays. There is another 2 that they have, and another 2 groups are doing it. Macy's in one group that's dealing with one. And the guys that you were beefing with, it was with Macy and Relka are doing one, and then the guys you were beefing with it were from the Consortium, as well as a group of noblesse soldiers are getting on and attacking another one that's further north of you guys. So there's a 3-pronged attack here. Now, they've already launched like kind of a fleet of additional support to go to the main line, which is what you would have been waiting for to actually like lead before you guys start to nestle your way in, because you know they'll have more forces in here, which is the whole point of like stopping them here and cutting off their kind of like additional ability to like resupply and such. Once you would have landed on the kind of outskirts here, you guys would have been carried over with your mechs pretty close, or as close as they could get before they would have started attracting attention and heat signatures and let off. Latricia and Gwen would have basically hanged back for a bit, along with your ship, which is hovering not too far away. They'll be able to get into the combat zone that they need. pretty quickly. But they're trying not to. You guys are trying to be a low profile right now. After about another 10 minutes of kind of running, you guys would hear another transmission that the front is doing. Things are going okay, but there seems to be a little bit of some complications as the additional forces have now arrived, and they seem to have brought some new weaponry. It seems to be some Gorgata-based arms, just a little bit more built-up arms, but they still think they'll be able to punch through pretty well. I should say, not quickly. They're actually about to make landfall, or they're actually not about to. They are making landfall as you guys are getting up to the launch bay here. Brew and Emiko, you guys kind of stop before the rest of the party does and kind of clamber your way up to the top here. Brew would basically have like a little grappling hook he would throw up to the hatch, lock in place. You guys would make sure that no one else is noticing. You guys are invisible at this point, so you would just kind of see you'd hear a sound, something clink, and then you would see a little hook latch onto the hatch, kind of yank it down a bit, open up, and then you would start to hear the sound of someone climbing. Brew will just so you guys don't get lost from each other, Brew and you would have like a little cord tied to probably your wrist, just so you can you could easily cut it with like a dagger or like your veiled aggressor blade, but it's just to make sure you guys know where each other is. So you feel like you're getting pulled up a bit, as Brew will start to climb pretty quickly. I assume you're not going to do anything. You can see, it looks like, I will say, Emiko, that Apani and the others are basically hiding along the side of the ridge. Not at the wooden bridge yet. They're just waiting for you guys to basically signal that they can, that the coast is clear and they can get in.
I think Emiko will probably follow suit behind him, but making sure that they're she's. I think she would probably be on lookout, hear anything that's probably following them or notice them, but that'll be all.
You are pulled up basically right next to the hatch, as you can see that Brew is, or you can feel that Brew is basically in crawling, and he'll just kind of motion back, and he'll pull a little bit, tugging to pull you, basically to follow him, and then he'll whisper and says, "Don't forget to close the hatch. We don't want them to know that that it's open."
Yeah, I already know, and she's gotta slow but sure just put the latch down where it belongs.
Yep, the hatch is closed, locked into place. You guys start crawling through. It is a little dusty in here, but yeah.
Yeah, Emiko would probably so do you know exactly where we should place that so we can just air them out, so they can go running outside like rats?
Brewer says, based on what the plan was, we're going to try to get out and go to that central area connecting to the main portion of the facility. If we can get it there, we should be able to draw the most of them away from the area they want to, from the main, not lobby, he would say, the observation area. Then it should be just an easy thing. Honestly, we don't even have to necessarily get down there with them. We could probably crawl through the ventilation and make our way to the observation area. I imagine we might get some locks the further we go, though. Oh, and he kind of says, he'll pull out. Oh, I guess you would see him pull something out. He will kind of. No, I guess he would just say he'll pull something out at first, and you can see it's oh right, you're invisible. He'll hear him shuffling something back into his pocket. He says, most likely in these types of facilities, they'll put some type of heavy latches between certain portions of the vents. Not necessarily for fears of people climbing through them, but objects and other foreign things that can get in here. They're basically just denser vents. We can't just simply pry them open easily either. We'll probably need to either find some way to shimmy around them an alternate route. Or we might have to enter a terminal, into some type of terminal and hack the vent open.
Well, we should probably find a terminal
Well, from this
you know,
portion, we
somewhere.
should be fine. But if we want to get directly to the observation area this way, we're going to probably hit some type of little mini pad.
Ooh, as we like make our way, is there any like air ducts that we could like look through?
Yes, as you're walking the path, you can see there's like air ducts. I'll focus right here. You can see the inside. In fact, I will actually put you there, Emiko, so you can kind of see what you're seeing.
Nice.
You can see you're basically right over an armored knight. It's powered down, but you can see that there's pilots and engineers and people running around. Like they're not exactly like all in immediate fight or flight mode, but there's definitely like a sense of like everyone needs to get ready, like to your stations, relatively speaking. We're on standby. Like you hear like in Memorem, even though again you hear it normally as like you can understand what they're saying like we're on standby. Basically, we need to make sure we're ready. The front might need more assistance. Make sure we have additional supplies. They're gonna start. We're already getting the first fleet of people getting sent back now. It looks like he's like I don't. They're like a couple people. My man like how did the guild even find this place? Not even most of them. He's like most of the retribution doesn't even know. It's like, I don't know. Maybe someone tried to like no. There's only a few people that could have been. Most of us have been stationed here for months, and like they're just kind of like not arguing, but just like they're definitely confused as to like how this place could be getting attacked like this. Like this, it's not like a small. Again, you guys are attacking with your main force, so this is definitely the vibe of like they're very much in disarray.
Yeah. Are we like above, like overhead of the mech, right?
Yes, relatively. It's a little bit behind you, but yeah. You can also see there is. Go ahead, sir.
Is there a duct, like that we could like pull off for a bit?
You could cut through it, but there's not like a hatch like you came in on. You would have to like carve through this one, through the siding of the.
Yeah, because I'm thinking of like
dropping on it.
Dropping on it for just a bit and just like go back up, just to like rig it up for explosion.
You would not be able to do this without cutting through the. Which you could do, but you're going to need to roll a couple of things to make sure you do it without, alerting the guards or causing enough damage that you fall.
What would that be exactly? Just
you're
want to make
probably
sure.
going to need to do an agile hand, and I'm going to make you roll another stealth check. Forewarning, you have not finished setting up the initial explosive you wanted to do.
Yeah, right. Okay. I think instead of doing that, she'll do this later. She'll put this on the back burner, but she'll like go with like brew nonetheless.
Roll me an awareness.
I love so.
Sure. This is for hearing too, so you get favoring. Okay.
Right. What exactly can I do that with favor? Can I just like roll again?
Yeah, that's correct. Yes. Do you? Oh, I don't know.
That's what I was asking.
The
No.
answer is I don't know. Let me check. I can pull it up on my end.
Is it a popular variant?
Kind of?
Okay.
Question,
Okay.
D.
Yes. Emiko?
Could I use a tail for this?
Yeah, sure. If you want to. So 19 for you. So it's wait, your triple burst is gonna be a +9. Shouldn't
There we go.
Oh, I'm double burst, but I also have magic adding plus.
So it's 8. So 19.
Dragon.
Oh.
Nat 20.
Shit, Nat 20. That's a good nut to end on. Alright, well. Apani, we'll go to Apani first.
36?
Huh?
Is that a 36?
For what?
Nat 20 plus 6? I mean, Nat 20 plus 8.
They got it.
Oh. Congrats.
You got a, you said +8. Yours is a
Thank you.
16, it's like 17. Wait, no. 11, 8, 19. Sorry. So you are, Apani, you're kind of leading your group. Again, you guys are along the ridge. You can hear there's a group of about maybe 6 or so people. They start running out of the, they open the doors. You can hear the door kind of slide open. It is noticeable when the doors slide open. Just like the sound of them grinding against the metal. They head out immediately on the bridge, kind of looking left and right, and they're like, "We have to make sure there's no infantry on foot around here. Start spanning out, searching the area." They nod and they split up into groups of pairs of 2. Some of them go right past all of you, like kind of they don't seem to notice you as they sprint down the path, going to the east, and then west. And then the others, you see 2 go north, and then another 2 basically they hook onto the sides of the railing, and then they rappel down. It looks like there's some setup things to rappel down further along the cliffside, and they start making their way down the hill, going south. Crow kind of looks over to you, and he kind of says, "I guess, I wonder if one of the other groups got loose." And says, "Well, they might not know that we're at this one yet, even if they know the other main landing bays are being attacked." Is all it said. But upon it, you also hear the door. You can hear the sound of like the tapping. Like seems like they type some type of code into the door. You look over and you can see where they tap. You can write this down. I would write it down or something. You have the code to enter the door. In pure Helldivers fashion, up, up, down, down, right.
You mean the Konami code?
Yes. Up, down, down.
Up, down, left, right,
If
B8.
anyone listening is wondering if that has any significance, no, I have no idea. It might actually be a Helldiver code. I don't actually remember it.
Just double checking.
Up, down, down, right.
I sent it.
Is it like a fucking overlay of a goddamn Simon Says thing?
Oh no, not at all. I'm saying if someone's wondering if this is like a code for a thing in Helldivers, I genuinely don't remember. So I didn't pick it because I literally said
No.
code.
I mean the guy who's tapping on it. Is that like a goddamn Simon Says?
Yes, it's got the colors and everything.
Motherfucker.
See, you saw the arrows. You didn't see the colors. You know it's actually blue, green, red. Not.
Yeah.
There's like a different arrow key for each color too. So there's red up, blue up.
Bop it. Twist it.
I should have a puzzle where it is basically one of those bop it things, where you have to figure out what they are. But anyway, so yes, Apani, as you're memorizing that,
Apani is psychically communicates to
okay.
To not do
Fair. Emika, as you're crawling to the vents, you can see Bruce kind of you can see he's kind of taking a dagger and he's carving a little bit around the edge of this vent because this is a bigger one, and he's just trying to basically weakening the lining in between it so he can push it off. He's being very careful as to not make too much sound, but also being very careful as to not push it and have all his weight on it and it just falls off, because then it would just fall and make noise. There's actually 2 sets of them. You're in the lower one that's about 15-20 feet off the ground, but there's another one higher that's about 40 to or so 50 feet off the ground. You guys are at the 20-foot one. So again, it would fall and make a pretty loud sound. So Brew will, as he's doing that, you can hear there's more commotion, and you can almost hear certain people that are probably near other vents in the facility. And you hear 2 things that are interesting. One, you hear mention about you hear someone saying, they say, "Captain, we're trying to page them. We're trying to message them now, but something seems to be jamming our signals, and and you hear what sounds like a more mature, kind of rougher voice say, "Just make sure that they know that this facility is no longer a secret. Don't worry." He needs to. He kind of looks over. You can hear him kind of grumble for a second. He's like, "Oh, what? What's that bastard when you need him? If they find out what we've been doing here, it's going to mean not just our heads that rule. All the Memorem could be burned again." And then you hear another one says, "But, sir, the additional assistants are here as well." I says, "What's those rights and special assistants? Have them make their way here to one of the other facilities when they can. And if they have that vanguard with them, bring it too."
Yeah, I think Imiko, like, if she's still like in touch with Apani, she would definitely relay that those damn fucking like Red Lotus, was it again?
The Crimson Lotus. Yes.
Crimson Lotus. The Crimson Lotus are like about to like come in real hot soon. She says this to Apani.
Oh, actually, he would probably say, he's like, "I don't care." He says, "I don't care that their time is money, and they don't really want to involve themselves. The facility's under attack."
Yeah, she would say like, hey sis, I think we're gonna have to like call in like if they can like get our mechs here. The Crimson Lotus are coming in real hot. We gotta get here soon enough.
I want to know, who's in charge of the next?
Latricia.
How are you going to psychically communicate to Latricia and let Latricia know the code for the door and to bring the next?
Latricia will know
Also,
that, and she'll say, "Is everything there? Does that mean that the Crimson Lotus?" You say, "Are you relaying everything you know?"
Yes, everything I know, including that they know that someone's here.
Okay, go ahead.
yeah, not only that, and also, not only that, she'll add, and also probably get ready. They're probably gotta get that damn like chain shit in too.
And the change.
Latricia says, "So there's a fine going on that way." But did they say exactly where they're headed? We need to confirm.
They know that we're here, but they don't know our location. They know someone else's location.
Then they
Yeah,
might
and
not
also-
be coming to this facility, this part of the facility. Maybe they're
And
going to one of the
also-
other hangars.
And also, apparently they're being like, what was it again? Like they can like get in touch with anyone on the radios.
They
It's all
said somebody's
static.
jamming the radios.
Yeah, someone's jamming the radios as well.
She kind of looks over, and she's like, "Give me a moment." And you hear, it's like maybe like a minute or two. At that point, you can see Imiko, the door, Brew is able to move the hatchet there. And he kind of slides it, and he locks something kind of in place so it just swings slightly down, but doesn't make a sound. It's like, "We should be able to squeeze through here. Just be careful not to shimmy too much. You might loosen the thing all the way off." While that's happening,
my ass not that fat.
we better hope so. He just chuckles as he kind of starts to wiggle out. Upon it, while that's happening, Latricia will come back to you and she says, "All right. Apparently, I just got a message from Kaya. We've been sending just regular text messages as well. Apparently, comms are also being jammed on the guild side too, so it's not coming from us. There's something else here that might be causing the jamming."
Hopefully the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Just in case it isn't, I'm going to see if I can track whatever the signal that's jamming us is and see if it matches anything we've encountered. While I'm doing that,
Does she say this? Does she say that also on the comms, or is it only with like Apani?
she is saying this to Apani because
Gotcha.
it's in psychic messages. So,
Once
Gotcha.
Latricia stops talking, Afani can switch back to communicating.
all right, Yumiko.
Yeah, and also, when she relays that, could I make the assumption that's fucking it's fucking E-Boy who's doing this?
I am not going to confirm or deny anything.
Oh boy.
But I will say that Imiko, as you're leaving, you'll hear one more thing, as they say, or as they say, "Fine," or you hear the voice say, "Fine. Yes, the main command center is more important. I concur. Understood, Wari. And you hear like a clicking sound. He says, damn. I guess we're going to have to fend for ourselves for a bit. Fine.
Yeah,
So
and
do I hear this wall connected to Emiko or Patricia?
This is Emiko hearing this. So,
yeah, she would, after that guy finishes speaking, she would definitely relay this as this whole place is a lost cause. The main base is the main priority. You guys are free to go in if you want.
Perfect. And then Apani's gonna say perfect, and then Apani is gonna switch and relay this information to Latricia.
Patricia nods and she will say, that means that they're not coming here immediately. That gives us time. Continue with what you're doing. We'll she says we'll come in as soon as I can figure out where the signal's coming from.
Once Apani relays that back to her, she would definitely do a head count and mechs over here into the hangar, see how many is there.
2. There are 2 currently in, and there's one. It looks like Hind that's about to fly out here. You can see its engines are revving. There's a couple. It looks like there's maybe like 5 or so people like hopping on the side of it, tying their buckle to it, and then like basically getting ready to take off.
Yeah, she would.
To Emiko.
Emiko probably would say you got 4 guys over here, 2 mechs in the hangar, and 1 Hind about to leave. So better get your heads down after.
The mechs are. There is a person in each of the mechs, but they are not they're doing their pre-flight checks, if you will. They're slowly cutting them on right now.
They're on standby, but they'll be ready soon enough. So get ready.
Okay.
Yeah, they being final checks. One of them is you can see they don't even have their rifle in their hand. It's to their side, and they're currently loading weapons and munitions into
Below me?
Not that one. The one further than all this one. It
Okay.
looks like it
I
picking
misheard
up
that.
the rifle, but did you what did you hear me? Would you hear her say "blow me"?
I was like, I definitely misheard that.
Yes.
Me. I say to Crow.
Crow will be later, not right now.
Not that. No, okay.
All right, but yes, that is the last things you hear. Brew, as he starts to rappel down, he'll just pull the thing around your wrist taut, kind of to follow again.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Emiko would probably chime in for the last time and say, "Alright, you crazy kids on the other side, be safe." And at that, she will probably end her connection.
Apani's gonna recommunicate to Latricia everything that Apani just got, and then Apani's gonna say we're getting ready to go.
just make sure you wait until that diversion starts. If you do it too early, it won't even matter that we ignite that thing that burned it.
Okay. Thank you. Be safe.
You as well.
And then Apani's gonna tell Emiko to wait until the diversion starts.
Oh, I thought we were the diversion.
They are. I mean, I guess you could still be wait until the diversion starts to do anything hot, combative, because Emiko is definitely the type to not. So that could still be there.
Yeah.
But yep. So you guys head over to start setting things up. Brew will quickly. You'll hear them shimmy some stuff over. So far, it doesn't seem like you guys have been noticed. I mean, you're invisible for now. Brew will basically walk his way through here, this hallway, and he'll hoist it. He'll kind of put it in the corner near actually some trash and stuff like that that's already there, and he'll start to unfurl. You'll see the bag kind of just appear right next to where he probably is sitting or crouching as he begins to work with something. You hear there's some footsteps coming from down the hall. Brew quickly snatches the bag, and then you see a group of what looks like a pair of 2 people move in right over here, look left and right, and then He's like, I thought I heard something. He's like, come on, we need to hurry. They want more people coming on. They want more people on the front. We should probably get on the next hind that's off. He's like, right, of course. And then they will sprint off. One narrowly touching you, Yumiko, as they sprint off this way.
Well, that was a close one, wasn't it?
And Rue kind of says, yes, it was. That's all the more reason for us. We stick something into another socket. You hear it's new block. You hear deep, 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 deep. Perfect. We're good.
Alright.
He stops. He takes the bag out, starts pushing something onto, like putting something into the bag, kind of pushes it, not kicks it, but slides it over almost into the can. It's like that should make it at least look like someone just forgot to kind of take the bag. Ruse, you can see his form begin to start shifting back and appearing again. Rue's gonna look over. Like, all right, we're about to be out of time. Let's go.
She's gonna look back at the mech. That's right here.
Mm-hmm.
And she wants to know if she can like get into that mech easily.
There is someone in it right now. Remember?
Yeah, exactly. Like, be on top of it instead.
We're gonna find that out next time because it's time to end it, unfortunately.
Yeah. No.
But we'll be here next time, hopefully with a little bit of longer session as we can try to get through this. So yes, we hope you all enjoyed. I know that they took a little bit for us to really get started here, but now that we're actually in the combat, things will go a lot smoother. Wow, almost 2 hours on the dot too. So thank you all for watching. Again, if you'd like to follow more Dreamforge stuff, you can do so by going into the description box below. Liking our videos as well will help push them out, as well as commenting for us in the algorithm. Oh, I completely skipped the whole description box part. I'm sorry. No food really does a lot to my brain, or little. Anyway, in the description box, you can find the links to most of our socials and other things, as well as our link tree, which directly links to all of our socials, like our new TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky, etc., as well as our Discord, where if you'd like to try and play Dreamforge for yourself, you can do so, as we help try to organize and manage teams and stuff and groups of people there. I think that's everything basically. So yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Toodles!